bought a new car and I've ignored all the red flags that would make most people walk away from it. First, it doesn't run or drive. Secondly, it doesn't have any keys. And third, the car's locked. So I think this car's worth the risk. Let's go and have a little look around it and I'll tell you why I think it's worth the risk. This is my new to me BMW M140 Shadow Edition. Let's have a little look around it and I'll tell you why I think this was worth the risk. So as you can see, it's been hit quite hard on the front. Radiator's pushed right in. Now one of the other risks with this is the radiator is pushed right up against the engine. So I'm not too sure whether that's caused any further damage to the front of the engine, whether it's damaged any of the belts, any of the pulleys. So we'll have to strip all this back, and fingers crossed it's not touched any parts of the front of the engine. But other than the crash bit at the front, the car's in actually relatively good condition. It does look like it's been looked after. All the wheels are in good condition. It's got all good branded tyres on it as well. So to me that says it was looked after. The only tyre that needs replacing is this one. It's got a hole in the side of it, so I'm not sure what's happened there, but as you can see there's no curb rashing or anything on the wheels, so that's why I think it's been relatively looked after. So I did have a guy come out to unlock the car. He picked the lock, so managed to get in the car. Tried popping the bonnet, but the bonnet wouldn't pull because of obviously the damage. So I had to cut this open to be able to get to the latches here on either side to get to the bonnet. To get under the bonnet. He needed access to the ECU to try and program a key. Now he didn't manage to program the key, so I ended up going to the main dealer, and I've got one from the main dealer. The good thing with that, it's already come pre-programmed to the car, so I have now managed to get in it. But let me tell you why I think this car is a little bit special, and it was worth the risk. And it was all down to one thing that made me risk it, to be honest, and it's that right there. It's a 6-speed manual, quite rare in this car. You don't see many of them, most of them are automatics. So that was what swayed me basically to take the risk on the car. And yeah, I just fingers crossed that there's no issues to the engine and it'll start straight up. So let's start tearing it apart now and see what other damage we can find. Right, so just having a little look about. What I'm going to try and do, I can't really get to the headlights because there's a couple of bolts at the back. So I want to try and take this whole thing off all at once. The whole radiator, the slam panel, everything. So I've undone these two top bolts there. And then there's two bottom ones there. Undone them. And then there's two there, which basically these aluminium bullhorn type things, which go into the actual chassis themselves, and then obviously that bolts onto the crash bar here, but I can't unbolt the crash bar because I can't get to them bolts just here because obviously it's too damaged. And then obviously this is the driver's side of that aluminium bullhorn thing that goes into the chassis. As you can see, it's all twisted up. I'm hoping that's not damaged any part of the actual chassis bit itself. So what I'll do, there's a couple more bolts now just to get out on this side, just over here. So I've got them two bottom ones out there. There's just them two big ones, as you can see there. So I'll take them, that one and that one, get them out, and hopefully the front end should come off or come away a little bit then. so we can inspect it a little bit more. So we'll get them bolts out now and see what happens. Yeah, that's all right then. Okay, so finally managed to get that off after messing about getting the headlight out, getting the air filter box off. Absolute nightmare. So as you can see, pretty badly crushed up. We'll have to work on getting that out, but it's freed up quite a bit of room here now to be able to get the radiator out. Bit of a mess, to be fair. It took a fair old whack. And then there's all the pretty banana that freaking crash bar. But I suppose it's done what it's supposed to do. Okay, so radiator's all out now. See additional damage. So this pulley's damaged, this belt, and it looks like a tensioner that used to go here as all smashed off as well, a little plastic tensioner. So I'll have to get one of them replaced. Might be even a full unit, that, I'm not sure. Don't know whether you can replace just that. I don't even know what this does. I don't even know what that freaking thing is. Anyone know what that is? Let me know. Looks like that'll have to get replaced. And then yeah, the belt. Yeah, see if we can get the belt hooked back around that pulley now. Got a little dent there in the subframe, but might be alright. Don't know. We'll put everything together and then have a little look, and if it needs replacing, we'll just have to get a subframe, but should be okay with that little dent there, I'm not sure. But we just need to now get these things out, get this off, same with this side, get all this off, and then we can start building it all back up, see what the pipe's like. That's a little bit, that's damaged there, so I'll have to get a new one of those. Whatever. Whether that's bent. Doesn't look like it should be like that, really, does it? Sure. Oof, look at that. And that's why you strip everything before you try and start it. Nice big chunk of plastic right in the turbo. Let's get that out. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be starting it wide out in the turbo for sure. So that just snapped right off the turbo housing. Plastic's completely snapped there. Oh well, that's going to need replacing as well. So unfortunately there's no starting it today. So that's a bummer. I wanted to start it today, but that's not going to be happening. Okay, just a little quick update. I've not recorded this, but I've got this bit of the chassis leg out. That bit's unbolted, it's just still attached to the headlight, so that's why I've not done that. So this turned out to be, this broken part was the water pump, so I have just ordered a new one of them. Hopefully that's going to be here tomorrow, but I'll fit this back up there now, so there's not a big gaping hole in the engine. But there's a few additional parts that I need to order. So I need to order this new coolant pipe, because as you can see, that is 5th the bin. And I think that one also needs replacing as well. Yeah, I'm going to replace this one as well. I don't know why that's kinked now. I don't know whether that is bent. That looks a bit bent to me. And I've also got a new belt on order. So unfortunately, this is as far as we can take it until we get the new parts in. So if you've not already, hit the subscribe button and get ready for the next episode.